The Origins is a free 5-day immersion starting January 21st, 2023. Day 1, setting the stage. Discover how to utilize the elements to set your foundation. Calling in an elemental being for protection, being centered, open, and closing space. Day 2, gift and purpose. Merging with the elements, we can discover our gift and our purpose, releasing what no longer serves us, recognizing our authentic self, being a conduit by connecting to our higher self, our Sira, and more. Along with incorporating the Chinese New Year, the year of the water rabbit. Day 3, connecting the subtle and the elemental, the energetic centers, the elemental realm as doorways, gathering information on the highway, working with the centers to figure out the elements that creates our current threads. Day 4, the cosmic soup bowl, adding in the planets, the otherworldly messengers to be the star that we are, the magical being that resides within, along with their association with the subtle energetic centers, and so much more. Day 5, discovering the path, awakening your prime directive, your inner genius to live your purpose, being ignited in the flow, a conduit while allowing for transformation, your personal medicine that you are offering the world. Being able to log in here at club.tonyad.tv/login and watch the replays, explore the goodies inside your own personal library. My wish for you is that through each day you awaken the spirit that resides within you. Through seeing yourself with vital eyes, life transforms, passions ignited through the information superhighway, awakening the spirit. Save your spot and activate your portal at club.tonyad.tv/rise, and I will see you
on the other side. Welcome to a talented Tuesday, as always. Inshallah and Ashe, no hat today. But blessings to you either way. And are you ready for a talented Tuesday? I know I am. So while we're waiting for people to hop on to the show, tune in to the live stream possibly, or even watch the replays, really taking a breath and a pause. Sometimes we forget the pause on the inhale and the exhale, but you may be just in a space, an inner knowing space, that the life you are in is excelling. This is where old perspectives are dissipating in order to make room for new, opening up new doorways, even caverns, being heart-centric in the choreography of those new perspectives and different approaches within ourselves. So this often is a disruption in our force, the forces of adversity sometimes, to our inner heart chambers, our inner essence of being, and our essence of our beingness. So the purpose of all of this is to achieve an inner friendship, even a partnership with ourselves, to be aligned with ourselves and resonating, which really is based on the core chambers of our inner heart chalice, the wheels that spin, the divine wheels, the high heart, middle heart, lower heart. The hearts and the soul's harmonic are kind of dancing, doing the swing, a shuffle. And some of it's restricting the moves to be placed, to be mindful of what we feel, as spirit is kind of sending us a new choreography of a foundation as we're swirling through time and space, if you will. So the beings to shift gear inside of us that we're choreographing with our heart space, the other world. So how often do we really heartfelt trust the universe to place us exactly where we do belong? We are exactly where we belong. Otherwise, we would be actually somewhere else, right? Or maybe. So the universe is always in support of us on either side of the coin, the looping, knowing that our core is excelling and we're getting this higher activation, if you will, through our heart center, the greens, the negative green, the Egyptian green, which is a great energy to work with. It's excelling with this optimistic, high vibe kind of energy. I don't know if you remember that when I was younger. It was like giving people a high five. So in our mind's eye, even our spirit's eye, any eye really, feeling eye, mental thoughts eye, even the eye of our voice, etc., the eye of the storm, if you will. So you may wish to envision how to expand or excel upon the current place where you are at, navigating your storm sometimes. Maybe it's the calm after the storm. But the elementals, different elementals today, you could bring in the cosmic elemental energies of fire and air and the galaxy, which might lead you into a sweat lodge, if you will. And in doing so, doing some breath work or work with a candle, take a hot, steamy bath or a hot, steamy shower. So with that, welcome to today's Daily Snippet. I'm kind of laughing at myself. No hat. No Hat Tuesday. Either way, I am your host. And if you're new to my show, I'm a practicing holistic shaman, medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is literally a choreography of it all. It's merged all together. But my intention is to utilize the indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms and spirits and beings, including our essence of our original divine blueprint, navigating our soul's harmonic, our personal seed sound through these realms, whether they're elemental, imaginal, portals, and gates, and so much more, including the cosmic energy, the subtle realms, all of it, all the juice, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals. Rituals are really food for the soul. Generally, they're otherworldly kind, or really just to bring us back into the physical with rituals. Sometimes we get off purpose to really add to our ingredients, our main stage. And for those of you that do tune into my show regularly, little Sir Didymus had a little surgery yesterday, so I'm kind of sitting in between, trying not to disturb him. He's still in healing mode. But ingredients, our personal container, really our personal medicine. We all come in with magic, as far as I'm concerned, really just assisting you in discovering or navigating what that is for you, the star that I innately believe we all are in our spiritual walk of fame, our mental walk of fame, even our physical walk of fame, whatever that is for each and every one of us. Maybe just opening a door and reintroducing you to the magical you that resides within you so that your light shines even brighter. I believe we're all stars twinkling down here. But my name is Tonya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, I have quite a few, right? Please do, YouTube, where you're watching me, or otherwise, Musing with Tonya D podcast. This season's been really fun. The interviews I've had are amazing, like otherworldly, in resonance and frequency with myself. But we are in the vibration elevation, I should say, choreographing this otherworldly manifestation, the ability to bring in energy into matter. Things are moving faster probably than we ever imagined them to, but we're in the energy of magic that we all are, especially today with our unique divine blueprint, our thumbprint, our I am presence, which is unique and individual to each and every one of us. It's our divine magic. It's unique to you as mine is unique to me. If you're curious or not sure what I'm talking about, Change Your Stars. That's one of my online offerings. I cover this and so much more. And I'd also love to give a shout out, as always, to my new peeps that are entering the village, my online community, and a validation, a voice of acknowledgement, knowing that I see you, I hear you. My new friends and guests just arriving to the show. Gratitude. I appreciate my new subscribers. And of course, those of you that do tune in and watch me regularly since the beginning. It really does take a village, a community, a tribe, but a gratitude and a blessing to you and for you. I'm always throwing that out there. And those of you that also do tune in to the replay as well. And if you don't mind, of course, hitting the bell button and following the white rabbit. That always reminds me of Melodoma. We've got a white button now, so that's kind of where my brain goes. And remember, a comment, if you do feel that you are in need of a message for your day to get you on your way, sharing is just another way of paying it forward. It's a blessing, gratitude. Honoring the little things creates a whole nother rippling effect out into the cosmic energy field. You can also find me, of course, on other social channels, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, a few channels there. But just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer. Even myself, sometimes we do need an otherworldly life coach assistant to get us out of our magical way. Sometimes we get in our own way, our own sauce. And the daily snippet, what is this all about? So the daily snippet, I muse about the planets, the cosmic insights, the elemental realms through the 4 pillars of Chinese medicine, destiny, astrology, along with the subtle energy centers, the chakras, the channels, the pathways, the meridians. It's all collectively choreographed together, including our auric fields. I think sometimes we don't address the auric field so much, the outer fields, and doing some cosmic cleanup in those fields. And also I include usually a message for a day. But the season of Aquarius, this is more of optimistic, innovating, eccentric. It's even a wake-up call. There's lots of mystical magic that's happening for us sometimes. And sometimes we don't see that. That's why blessing bowls are so amazing to have, or just waking up with a gratitude story. Being that we've entered into the season of Aquarius, the energy of the day is in alignment with the season of the season, if that makes sense. So it may create this unsettling feeling as it's kind of promoting, excelling, and expanding the transition between one different state of dimensional awareness into another. So you may feel like me, as if you are literally between the in-betweens, different dimensions and spaces of how we see ourselves. So you may spend seconds feeling an old way of belonging, and then new seconds later feeling a new way of where you belong or where you identify. It's in the center of transition. It's the shift. It's in our heart space. And this is all just this magic thing that we all do, whether we're aware of it or not. But it's the core of our chalice. So if you begin to feel a little weirded out, a little awkward, like you're out of place, out of streams, I don't know, like you don't belong where you're at, it really is a message to connect to your chalice, your heart space, to align your sacred power, the inside power inside of you. There's no need to be scared. And I don't know if you've ever noticed where scared and sacred literally have the same letters, just re-choreographed, if you will. So hold a, excuse me, hold a sacred, hold a sacred tone within yourself, within those letters. And then you may come to a self-realization of where you belong vibrationally within yourself. So this then initiates how we belong relating to ourselves, being kind to ourselves, compassionate, lighting up ourselves. It's the inner will inside of us, spiraling, if you will, the inside. So this is an energetic choreography, the spins of our wills, a position or a state that we take inside of ourselves, like a positive approach, a trusting initiative, even being more kind and compassionate within ourselves. And at the same time, as we're stirring the cosmic soup bowl, we then might come aware of the approach of the swirl that we no longer need to swirl into ourselves. We're like swirling it out. So this could include our thoughts, our feelings, our energy field, our astral. But the voice inside is a feeling that needs some comforting, the energy vitality of our spirit and our soul. So you may even find, and I hope you do, that your choreography, the core of your chalice, the inner will of your heart, then determines the correct approach, the validation of a feeling, the thought that's affirming, the voice of compassion and understanding. And we have all of this swirling inside of us. Maybe the swirl is moving things that are cosmic debris. So when we go on a path of self-discovery and inner knowing of where we no longer belong, belonging in the stratosphere of our own personal life, that usually instigates how our thoughts and our ego, it's the cause and the effect. So we recognize the wrong approach in the in-breath and the pause, literally giving time and space, moving the threads, if you will, to our own personal self-discovery. So with that, hi Amber, thanks for tuning in. So what is the energetic approach that you take within yourself? It's a matter of eliminating the old and revamping into the new. So it's literally like getting a new wardrobe in the physical world, or sprucing up your bedroom, whatever that looks like, because it changes frequency vibration. Shedding the old skin so we can shine our light even brighter, the skin that we're in. And our heart shows the shine, where to shine forward, where to shine on. So we have to choreograph that. So just a few announcements. I'm changing things up today. So we are in the interseason of Earth, the season between the seasons. And today, literally, I was just musing that the day today, the energy of the cosmic is elevating that interseason energy. We still have the Reclaiming Your Inner Sorceress, my season podcast, Season of the Witches, Sasha Lipskaia, still on the highway for your inner sorceress listening pleasure, which I'm excited about. They're all still going to be there, but I do have a new episode coming out Thursday. And the Rising of the Origins kicks off today. I almost had to revamp that because my little boyfriend having surgery yesterday was a little traumatic for him and for myself, but he's doing great. But register to start or engage in the portal. I'm shifting that up again as well. I'm including the Chinese Yin Water Rabbit also. That's going to come up on Saturday to be part of the Rising of the Origins, the Immersion. So register today because space is limited for the live show. And of course, the Shamanic Healing Academy. I'm still nipping and tucking, but I am getting out of my own way. It's for mages, intuitives, medicine people, a village. You know, we do need an off-grid nomadic village to let us know that our woo is in the woo. I'm actually adding brew to the Shamanic Healing Academy. I'm having other guest intuitives and artists of personal medicines and choreographers in there, including myself, people to be a part of it and shine their light. First up is some light language transmissions. Diddy's getting comfortable on my lap. But on the elemental highway, what is this all about? This gives insight into the elemental foundation of our day, the 4 pillars that we came into, the destiny of the day, each day, because it shifts and changes. It really is an amazing tool that we can utilize for ourselves or others to really map out our personal elemental choreography. It's an amazing tool to assist us and to guide us, especially if you're into the realm or called to be in the realm of energy healing. Maybe you're an energy medicine practitioner or an artist of energy. The elemental pathway is kind of just a great juicy starting point. If you've signed up for the evening of elemental energy, I know some of you have, that's light and sound and vibration, bringing that to the healing venue of the body, working through the skin, the spirit of the elements, just really adding that to your, I would say, your personal choreography, using the skin or the body. It really is a tool. It's like feng shui for the body, working with the skin and the elementals and reading the language of the body. The body speaks a language that often we don't pay attention to around the elements. So with that, today on the elemental highway, we've got just so you know, the Rising of the Origins does start today at 3 p.m. And we have, I believe, the bonus episode of for sure is going to be happening on Saturday for the Yin Water Rabbit. So if you have yet to register, I would do that. It's going to be amazing. But we are in the in-betweens. The Chinese New Year takes hold on February 4th. So literally, we are in the in-between stages, the transitions from the Earth to the New Year, along with the frequency vibration of Aquarius. So we still have the water tiger on the year for reasons I can't describe in a show. It's a metaphor. It's the metaphor of spring is in the pine forest, but it's being mature. It's quite early. It's being firmly determined. So imagine in your mind's eye the water rabbit just tidying up any of those loose ends of the tiger year where we might have pounced, where we shouldn't have. Tigers kind of pounce sometimes. And we having this very young water day, going with the flow, reconciling, peace, maybe some clarity, getting deep waters. They have the streams like a hidden current under the waters. And the horse, that's a candle reflecting the spirit from within the yin fire. So this really goes with the frequency of the cosmic highway. But our day does need metal. We do have some in storage in the ox. Water begins to really lose steam as we enter into the spring. But the earth is housing water. So it's moist earth versus dry earth. The oxen, that's moist earth. I don't know if I said that during the ox season. But we do have at the hour of the dog, in which we're peaking that in right now, we have what's called a fire trime. So this is like more warmth and charisma coming to our essence, to our beacon. Like it's almost like we're lighting our inner fires, I guess is what I'd say. But overall, it really is a great day to find our inner and outer peace with all that water. So the imaginational realm, exploring our dreams, even our visions, our ideas, mapping them out, honoring our values, how we prosper with gratitude in our nurturing leadership, our inner authority with grace, streams of grace. So earth to guide our dreams to make them become real, landing in our reality. So with the messages, I'm actually tidying this up a little different. We're in this frequency for the season of Aquarius, which is our I am presence, connecting with who we are, being online, and it's unique, it's cosmic, it's a cosmic orb that we all have. I would see it as an energy egg, if you've heard of that. But it often feels like even a spiritual high, being in divine connection with whom we are spirit induced. It's a heart choreography. So the messages of the other realms, feeling a little bit of the otherworldly beings beyond the Fae today. Which you know how I love the Fae, let's be real. I do have my witchy wand on though. So today I'm actually doing a collective Cowry shell divination, the art of Cowry shell. This comes from Burkina Faso, the Dagara tribe, Elder Malidoma Somé. I was blessed to be certified as a Cowry shell diviner in 2016. I believe that's when that started. But yes, an elder. I miss him. He's on my phone. But the shells for the day, I will switch that up. You might not be able to see them, but I tried to mess with it a little bit, but this is what we got going. So, what's the first shell that popped out? The first one that popped out for me was power, just knowing or identifying our personal power, the platform of power that we rise upon. So, it's a message where it's time to wake up, as if we were getting a wake up call to our innate authenticity, our inner authority, being authentic. The spirits of nature, which this is a nature year, they're assisting in all of this, along with our ancestors, the realm of the other world, source, spirit. So we're kind of in the beginning of shedding our skin to become something else, using our poetry, the songs, the magic, the joy, the laughter, the contemplatively, so eloquently speaking. To access this inner authenticity is to go to the waters and speak our truth, pronunciate words, invoke words, words that flow, words that you identify with, words that bring you peace, maybe liberating you and bringing clarity. And the fierce beings of the other world, the beings of nature, the Wedame, the beings of water, the contemplables, and the beings of being organized, the specificity, the genies, the pathways of announcing who we are, brings us into our personal power. So it is being an announcement. So know that the other world is aligned. It is devoted to this transmission, this transformation, the conversation. Speak your truth, be authentic, but water, the activation of our voice to bring us to the waters to flow. And I'm not sure that you can see the light that's coming in. It's trying to be communicated. When that happens, we shine brighter. Sometimes, I don't know, I'm just musing with the shells. But that's just a snippet of a cowrie shell divination for the collective. So with the planets, the elements, and the shells, being spirit connected, heart aligned, devoted, the other world is devoted to this choreography and authenticity, just figuring out who we are authentically. Are you being true to who you are? We're shedding skin. We're all doing this. Some of us are in it a little more than others. It's how we do not belong approaching ourselves, how we do identify with ourselves inside of ourselves, and then how we do it using our heart, the core of our inner heart core, our authenticity. This transmutes, sheds skin, showing us the way. So in order to choreograph this may include breaking down of the old system, the paradigms, the conversations, the thought patterns, the beliefs, all the things. As an idea, how do you treat yourself? How do you treat your body? How do you treat or value your inner self? So if you normally treat yourself in the loop, you're in that cosmic negative looping poorly, the negative loop. We all do, usually choreographed by the mind, or sometimes our ego gets in the way. Two of our wonderful flavors there. So this may result in a emotional fit, like a temper tantrum, which then opens the door to the new choreography, just uncovering the seeds and the needs for a new way of being, to be authentic. That's really the name of the game for this entire year. So don't be alarmed if the signal you get literally breaks down on the other side of chaos. That's where the magic resides. I always say there's magic on the other side of chaos. So it's time to honor our heart space, the choreography in the cosmic soup and all of it. It's just a new way of where we belong in so many different ways. Where we belong, not our outer world that usually gets in the way of our own choreography anyway. We are our main stage ingredient. So you may no longer belong in the relationship that you're in, the career you're in. So I always see this as the universe moving us to where we do belong. You know, sometimes we get fired, we get let go. That's just the universe moving us where we do belong. We don't recognize it when we're in the spin, however, but usually it happens quite quickly. And the heart is the validator of all the things. The heart of the heart, the core of it, the heart always knows. It reminds me of Toucan, the Fruit Loop character. So with that, I would really affirm that your heart knows authentically where I belong. Have faith, trust the universe, and I will see you on the other side. And of course, the rising of the origin starts today, so I'm super excited. Changing things up. I just realized I had a hiccup yesterday. I forgot to do my email, but it is what it is. We're doing great. Actually, we're doing frickin' fantastic. So I'll see you in a few hours, and of course tomorrow. Ashe, blessings. Let me move on. Oh, here we go. Perfect.
I believe some of us do, right? Still hold that amazing belief It's still a belief. Not that beliefs are wrong, but it's not a belief that's coming from the heart. It's more like we know it's true, but we haven't fully, right, embodied it. The belief that everything happens for a reason, right? Everything is in service. That's great. But when you really know it, right, you reveal that truth. You don't learn it. You reveal, oh, everything really did happen for that reason, for the reason of me vibrating at this frequency now and being so embodied in it. And like you said, it's like you're starting to feel that light that's always been there, because in you revealing it, you have activated in this plane. In you at that point have quite literally transformed every single other light in this world. Right? It's like you and you can see it in nature, right? There are flowers that will open. One will open, the other one will feel the frequency of one opening and it will join it. They're not doing it, from a place of me too, right? It's literally, oh, it's time. The frequency has been